here we are again, Love School USA, with our driver's lessons for relationships and couples, of course, and singles. Today we're gonna focus on single people. There are a lot of single people there, everywhere, making a lot of mistakes, and we are going to give you a lesson on driving that's going to help you with your single life, right, Annette?
Yeah, well, we want to talk to you today about choosing with your head and not with your heart. Choosing your partner, the person you're going to marry, with your head and not with your heart. I know that sounds like just like driving in the one-way road in the opposite direction, right? Like you're gonna crash. That doesn't sound right, because everybody tells you to do exactly the opposite. You must choose with your heart. That's what people say. Choose with your heart, follow your heart, etc., etc. However, let's think about it a little bit. When people say choose with your heart, what do they usually mean? They usually mean that you have to obey that feeling you have, that, the butterflies in your stomach, that warm feeling you feel when you look at that person who makes you feel special, that crush, etc., etc. But if you think about choosing someone based on your feelings, then where does it lead you? Because you can feel that way about a married person, for example. You can feel attracted to someone who is married. And is that right? Should you pursue that relationship? Obviously not. And you can also feel attracted to someone who has very little to do with you in practical life. You may feel in love with someone who is going a totally opposite direction in life than the one you are. Someone who wants to live in the city and live the high life and pursue a career as a rock star, and you want to live in the country and, take care of your children and puppies. Okay? So feelings are not very trustworthy when it comes to choosing a partner. Are they important? Yes, of course. You must be attracted to the person you're going to marry, you're going to be with. But attraction per se does not guarantee success and happiness in a relationship. What attraction guarantees is a good time in bed. Okay? And even temporarily, because that doesn't translate into a permanent relationship. When you're talking about marriage, what you want is a partner for life. Is someone who can ride with you for better or for worse. And for you to find that person, that's the job of the head and not of the heart. Because that means you have to evaluate the person, you have to weigh the pros and cons, you have to look at the person's qualities, the compatibility, and all of that is the work of the mind. You have to consider various situations and then weigh them against what you feel in your heart as well.
So, yes. So let me say something. Why are we saying this in the car? Because it's the same thing. When you go in a car, you need to know where it's going. You need to know this person. You don't just get in the car. You look at the person who's driving and you think, oh my God, she's so beautiful. He's so cute. Let me get in the car with him. You shouldn't do that, right? You probably heard many times when you were a child, you don't talk to strangers, right? But a lot of people are doing that in their relationship life. They don't care where that car is going, where that person is going. They don't care about that. They actually say, what matters is that we love each other and we are going to sort it out. But in practice, in real life, that looks good on TV. Like when you see those romantic movies, when you see people doing that a lot.
That you don't see what's gonna happen after the
you
movie's
only
finished.
see, they kissing each other at the end of the movie, and you learn that they're going to be together, but you don't see how that works out, and it's probably not going to work out, right? It's like Romeo and Juliet. Let's talk about Romeo and Juliet. They were probably not going to work out. Right, I know it's a love story that everybody loves, and it's so romantic, but the way they felt about each other wasn't normal. They killed each other. They committed suicide because of their love. That's not love, But anyway, so if you are single and you want to start a relationship that is going to last your lifetime, you need to choose with your head and not with your heart. You need to think, okay, where is this person going? Does this person has the same goals as I have? Like, are we going to the same place? I want to get in that car with him, right? Are we going to the same place? Is the place that he's going the place I want to go? And we are going to take the same path. I mean, he says his goal in life is to be successful, but in order to be successful, he wants to go through some paths that are totally against my principles, my faith. So I don't want. I'm not going to go into that car with him. I'm not going to enter a relationship with him like that. So use your head, use your brain, intelligence. That's what we're talking about here.
Yes, criteria. You must have criteria. A successful marriage, lasting relationship, needs to meet some criteria. For example, character. What's the person's character like? You may fall in love with someone who is such a terrible liar, such a bad character, that you can't function in a relationship with a person like that. Is that person addicted? You cannot, listen, you just cannot have a relationship with a person who is addicted, because the first relationship of an addict is with his addiction or her addiction. So that's criteria. You need to have criteria. What's that person's family like? People say, Christiane, oh, I'm not going to marry his family. I'm not going to marry her family. Yes, you are going to. You cannot separate that person from his or her family. Even if the whole family of that person's already died, you still have that family inside the person. You need to know where they came from, what tree that fruit grew on. All right? So you need to evaluate the family, the baggage, the upbringing. This is all the work of the mind. You cannot just let your feelings and your heart lead you into thinking, yes, I love that person and love will conquer all. We will be happy because we love each other. That's not enough.
Yeah, even the fact that you sometimes are getting into a relationship with somebody who's not well healed from the previous relationship, that's not good for you. You're going to suffer. So anyway, that's the lesson. There are plenty of things to talk about, but we'll stop here. I hope we helped you. And send us your comments. Tell us what else you'd like us to talk about here, and we'll do so. Bye-bye.